Welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Essie Gaston Edwards in for Junior Garcia. Here are some of the stories we have for you tonight. Governor issues Emancipation Day proclamation. Summer program helps students get tech savvy, and free jazz, reggae, and soul holiday concert. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8.
TV8 News is brought to you by Total Excellium. More protection, more miles. Total, you know where to turn.
In tonight's top story, Governor John P. DeYoung Jr. has signed a proclamation designating July 3rd as an Emancipation Day throughout the territory. Emancipation Day commemorates the abolition of slavery throughout the Danish West Indies by Danish Governor General Peter von Scholten on July 3rd, 1848. This event occurred 13 years before the United States of America adopted the 13th Amendment to the Constitution, which abolished slavery and involuntary servitude on December 6, 1865, thus making the Virgin Islands Proclamation of Freedom the first one issued in a jurisdiction that would later become American soil. As stated in the proclamation signed by Governor DeYoung, Emancipation Day is an event which by law is designated a public holiday because of its significant historical importance to the people of the territory. It further states July 4th, 2014 is the 238th anniversary of the independence and birth of the United States of America, a nation that has given rise to the ideals of freedom and democracy while campaigning the cause of human rights throughout the world. These consecutive days have linked the never-ending desire for human freedom to the concept of government for, of, and by the people. Today's observance marks the 166th anniversary of Emancipation Day in the U.S. Virgin Islands. In other news, construction on the territory's multi-million-dollar fiber optic network has been completed through a $60 million grant issued by the federal government. VINGN's Larry Kofer appeared on the Straight Talk radio show to discuss the development.
Let's talk a little bit about, first of all, this particular grant that we got, right, is one of the largest ones or one of the only ones that was given out in the United States. Am I correct?
Well, the grant you're referring to for the construction of our network
Absolutely.
was actually a part of a $4 billion
Yes.
federal program.
Right.
And we got about $60 million to construct our network, which is about 80% of the cost to build and also bandwidth for the network.
Who came up with the idea of going and seeking this? And again, how did that, how did that transpire? Just a little history.
Interesting story. We are fortunate enough to have a resident here in the territory by the name of Dr. Peter Schultz.
Okay.
And Dr. Schultz is actually one of the co-inventors of fiber optic cable, and he did that when he was working for Corning Glass. So Dr. Schultz was aware of these federal grants to install fiber optic cable around the U.S. So he talked to the governor and convinced the governor that this is something that the territory should go after.
Sure.
So we were very fortunate that he lives here, and he was able to help us get these grants.
So were there other jurisdictions, states as well as territories that were thinking about this?
Yes. A lot of entities got grants. Again, it was about a $4 billion program that the territory participated in for these network build-outs. So it's a very large federal program. We just did complete the project. June 30th was our deadline, and we finished. And the federal government is aware that we finished. They know that we're serving anchor institutions already, and we will continue to light anchor institutions over the next few weeks as we do the final commissioning of the network. This really all got started in 2011 when we got the grants. So it's been about a 3-year effort to get it to this point. The federal government was very cooperative in working with us. They saw we were making good progress and gave us a couple extensions through the June 30th. But yes, we are finished.
New tonight, the Governor's Technology Exploration Summer Initiative is in full swing at public schools in St. Thomas and St. John, and at the Boys and Girls Club on St. Croix. The program will offer courses in computer and internet-based technology to students in 5th through 8th grades.
For the last several years, one of the initiatives that the administration has undertaken with the chair of the Children and Families Council, the First Lady Cecile DeYoung, has been the summer reading program, and we have found that to be extremely successful. And with the focus that we now have with respect to building our knowledge-based economy and beginning to focus on areas having to do with information technology, leveraging our investment in the broadband and the type of companies we're attracting, we wanted to make sure that we expose the youngest in our community within our schools towards this area. So we thought the best way to do it was to supplement it with the summer activity that matches some of the work that they're doing throughout the school year. You know, right now we have more Parentian boards, blackboards within schools than we've ever had before, whiteboards in school that we've ever had before. We have iPads. And so for the summer program, the initiative is really to focus for a period of time on 4 camps that we have in place right now. And at those camps, our students will be able to focus on photography, web design, graphic arts, robotics, development of learning apps. Every young person today knows about the app, so we want them to learn how do you put that across, and then computer programming. And it'll touch at least 40 to 50 students. And we're calling it the Governor's Technology Exploration Summer Initiative. And what we're doing is we're partnering with the 21st Century Community Learning Centers through the Department of Education.
Stay tuned for more news after this.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And now here is Cynthia Graham with your nightly Caribbean report.
Thank you, Essie. The Caribbean region needs some $30 billion to modernize its infrastructure over the next 10 years. And this is according to Caribbean Development Bank President, Dr. Warren Smith. In a speech at the recent UK Caribbean Business Conference in London, Dr. Smith said the money would be needed to modernize and enhance, quote, the efficiency of the power, transportation, telecommunications, and water and wastewater sectors. Trinidad-based Caribbean Airlines grounded all of its international and domestic flights earlier this week after a number of its pilots called in sick in what appears to be an organized strike. Caribbean Airlines issued a release stating that while management and the Trinidad and Tobago Pilots Association had been in talks, it was disappointed with the action of the pilots. CEO Michael DeLolo added, "This unfortunate situation has disrupted our scheduled services at the beginning of our critical summer season, during which we count most on our operational crews to demonstrate reliability and service for our loyal customers." No updates have been issued on the status of the airline's service. And finally tonight, in commemoration of today's Emancipation Day holiday being celebrated across the territory, we leave you with the sounds of traditional Crucian scratch band music by the late James E. Brewster, who passed away earlier this week. Scratch band music was developed by enslaved Africans brought to the Danish West Indies, whose sacrifices we celebrate today. Happy Emancipation Day.
Thank you, Cynthia. The community is invited to attend a free jazz, reggae, and soul concert on July 4th at the Frederiksted Waterfront as part of St. Croix's post-Emancipation Day and 4th of July celebrations.
Well, my name's Melody Rames. I'm the president of FEDA, that's the Frederiksted Economic Development Association. And I want to welcome and invite everybody to our free concert that's happening on July 4th in the afternoon. This is the second annual Jazz, Reggae, and Soul Free Community Concert post-Emancipation Day. We are going to have some great music. We have street vendors. We have fireworks beginning at 8 o'clock. And the fireworks are going to be fantastic. We actually have new fireworks called nautical fireworks, and they're going to actually be going up into the air and coming down into the sea and exploding out. So it's going to be a great fireworks show. But our concert is also going to be great. We're starting at 3 o'clock with the bouncies for the children. It's going to be open up at 3 o'clock, as well as the vendors. We'll have DJ music down there. But our first act of the night will be Carl Gustav from St. Lucia. Our second act coming on is the internationally known Midnight Band. And for the soul portion of the night, that is going to be Taco and the Crucian Rhythm Band. So at this time, I'd like to introduce to you a new visitor to the island. Just came in yesterday. This is Carl Gustav, and he's going to tell you a little bit about himself.
Hello, Mel. How you doing?
Good.
Hi. Carl Gustav here. I hope to see everybody, all my Lucian posse from around the region, come on out Friday night and join us at this great show. Be doing some more of a blues show this time with some jazz and some reggae mixed in. I want you to go to my website at carlgustav.com and check out some of my music so you could be familiar with some of the tunes when you hear them. And come out and support. It's going to be a great night.
So I know that you've worked a lot with the St. Lucia Jazz Festival, and you've also been in a lot of other places. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah, I've been on St. Lucia Jazz Festival, been doing main stage and fringe events for about the last 13 years or so, as well as other festivals around the region, in Martinique, in Cayenne. I've done some stuff in Barbados, and I also go to the States, New York, California, Philadelphia, and Florida, and do shows periodically. So it's great to be here in St. Croix for the first time.
And in fact, your backup band is from right here in St.
Yes,
Croix.
yeah, I'm going to be using some local musicians in St. Croix, Devin Carrington and Jeremy on drums. So we're going to be hitting it as a trio, a little power trio tomorrow or Friday night. So
okay, good. And then you'll be visiting the island for a couple of days?
I'll be here for a couple days. I'll be around checking out some of the other spots and hopefully pick up another little show here and there. We'll see what happens.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Remember, Carl Gustav, we have Midnight Band, we have Tarko and the Crucian Rhythm Band, we've got fireworks, we've got street fairs, we got bounties for the kids. It's going to be a great day. Our post-Emancipation Day fireworks, concert, and street fair. Be there.
It's a long holiday weekend, and Mr. Bogle has the scoop on the hottest happenings around the island in your weekly entertainment report.
Thank you very much, Essie. Good evening to everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of your entertainment report. We're going to start off definitely. You got to check out Caribbean Unity Group presents to you the brand new Coaches Bar down in the Frederiksted area. You got to go and check it out. People like Big Cat Sounds and other DJs like DJ Chris is usually there. So you got to go and support this bar down on the west side. They say it's the best side. We're going to also keep it on the west side. That's on July the 4th at the Paulie Joseph Stadium. It's all about the Latin Meets Soca Independence Day Music Festival. On the card, you're going to have coming all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. It's Kes the Band. Also, you're going to have from Puerto Rico, it's Zion and Lennox. So definitely want to go and check it out. You're going to also have Cruise Rock, Yaco, La Porta, Styly Band, Moncheri, D-Nice, KM1, La Feza Band, and much, much more. So this is the place to be at the Paulie Joseph Stadium. That's Friday night for the big concert, Latin Meets Soca. Also on Sunday night, you're looking someplace to go, more likely Sunday afternoon, you can check out Spratnet Beach Bar and Grill. And this Sunday they have Peter and the Red Alert Band. So you can go get something to eat, get something to drink, and enjoy some nice music down there at the Spratnet Beach Bar and Grill. So definitely I want to thank you for joining me on your entertainment report. Remember, it's a long weekend, so please, if you drink, just don't drive. Back to you, Essie.
Thank you, Mr. Bogle. And now here is David the Firewalker with details of this weekend's Firewalk.
Firewalkers, are you ready? Because I am ready, and the Firewalkers, them, I know they are ready. Sunday, July 6th, we'll be walking from Cheeseburger through Tide Village, through Tipperary, back to Cheeseburger. I repeat, Cheeseburger through Tide Village, through Tipperary, back to Cheeseburger. Remember, the walk starts at 5 a.m. sharp. You have to be there by 4:30. 4:45 is warm-up time. Yes, we leave exactly 5 a.m. sharp. Hey, remember, this walk do not have the bus. This is our Sunday walk. On Sunday, we don't have a bus. So remember to walk with at least one bottle of water. Don't forget your poncho or your umbrella. And please walk with a flashlight. Get in the habit of walking with a flashlight. Hey, I have something else that I would like to show you guys, that whenever the firewalkers are walking, these are the kind of stuff that we just be running into. This right here in my left hand, a lot of people know it as a squash. Yes, it's a vegetable. You can boil this by itself. You can even add it into your soup. And also, this was one of my father's instruments, better known as a squash. Remember, the firewalkers are working to keep all of us healthy, including myself. Remember, to control the high blood pressure, your sugar, your cholesterol, don't wait until the doctor tells you to walk. You know what to do. Start walking. No more excuse. See you there.
More news straight ahead.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Finally tonight, here is Stephen Francis with highlights from last night's Men's Basketball Summer League Tournament in your Sports 411 update.
Thanks a lot, Essie. Tonight we continue our coverage of the NBBA Men's Summer Basketball League. Ashley Messiah of Crime Stoppers was in the building checking out the games as we had an old-fashioned rivalry as Ujima went up against Guidance. Both teams are going through a rebuilding stage, while Guidance have a nice young building block, and he goes by the name of Naeem Gonzalez. This kid does it all. He dribbles, he passes, he rebounds, he scores. He is a one-man wrecking crew as Guidance cruised to the 88-80 victory over Ujima. After the game, I caught up with head coach Basic Gonzalez.
Big win tonight against our old rival Ujima, and I know you guys are definitely going through a rebuilding year, man. But like I said, big win, and you look like you're a superstar in the making of Naibo Gonzalez, man.
Yeah, Naibo really stepped it up today. He attacked the rim along with Shaq. You know, we played some decent defense, but at the end we basically attacked and we scored against their man-to-man.
Okay, Coach, like I said, it's a rebuilding year, man, and you're definitely going through some growing pains, but you guys were able to pull off 2 wins in a row.
Yeah. Amazingly, the guys them have been pulling through. They've been doing what we've been asking of them, play the fundamental defense and offense. I'm going young, and I'm going to be going younger next year again, so we're just trying to rebuild and get back to the top where we've been before.
Man, best of luck to the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Next up, we have the champs, the Kings, taking on the Rockers. Well, Rockers was trying to get their first win against the short-handed Kings, who was without their leading scorer, Craig Williams, and leading rebounder, Cuthbert Victor. Well, Malik Miller was doing the do. As he had Rockers up early, Miller was connecting from inside and outside as Rockers had the Kings coughing up the ball. Rockers was up by 15 to 10 early, but the Kings responded as they got a huge spark off the bench from their secret weapon, Ravi Samuel. He scored 15 points off the bench, nothing but nets. Devontae Price had a huge game as he dropped 44 points and grabbed 13 rebounds on the Rockers. Jerome Nathaniel, he messed around and got a triple-double, 21 points, 11 assists, and 11 rebounds as the Kings remain undefeated with the 100-86 win over the Rockers. Well, folks, the action continued this weekend. That's a look at your Sports 4-1 update. Happy Emancipation Day. I'm Stephen Francis.
Thanks, Koof. Your weather report is up next.
Your weather coming up next. Your weather.
And here is your weather report.
Tonight's weather will be scattered showers, partly cloudy with a low around 77. East wind 18 to 20 miles an hour with gusts as high as 32 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation is at 30%. On Independence Day, there will be scattered showers mainly before 2 p.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 92. Friday night, scattered showers mainly after 8 p.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 82. Chance of precipitation is at 50%. On Saturday, there will be scattered showers with thunderstorms, also possible afternoon. Partly sunny with a high near 84. Chance of precipitation, 50%. On Saturday night, scattered showers, mostly cloudy with a low around 81. Chance of precipitation is 40%. This is Alexis Barnes with Channel 8 News Weather.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook at WSVI-CH8 and follow us on Twitter at WSVI-TV News. Be sure to subscribe to Channel 8 on YouTube at WSVI-TV News Channel 8. Watch us on your computer, plus use the free Dish Anywhere app to DVR or see us anywhere in the world on your smartphone or tablet. And that concludes the news broadcast we have for you this evening. We wish the public a happy Emancipation Day and 4th of July weekend. I'm Essie Gaston Edwards. Junior Garcia will be back next week. Thank you for joining us, and good night.
TV8 News was brought to you by Total Excellium. More protection, more miles. Total. You know where to turn.